Well, this is a really exciting day. Supriya, who I caravan with for snowbirding, is choosing her van. She will be upgrading from a RAV4 to either a minivan or a Transit Connect. She's in the decision-making process. So we've lined up all three. All three are used. Over there on the left, there is the Honda Odyssey, and then the Toyota Sienna. And right over here is the Transit Connect. So she is taking each for a test drive and feeling what they are like for just physically to be inside of, the comfort and the ease of driving, as well as responsiveness, taking them up hills because there's a lot of mountain driving around here in the Northeast as well as the West. And so she's getting a feel for it. We're here along for the journey. So you can see here that all three vehicles are lined up pretty exactly on the same line for their noses. So we're going to go around to the back and see how they compare in length. And it's going to start to become apparent as we go past the Transit Connect a little bit. And you can see that the Honda Odyssey on the far end there and the Toyota Sienna in the middle bump out further than the Transit Connect. Let's see what they're like from the rear. All right, there are the back ends of all three vehicles. On the left is the Honda Odyssey, in the middle is the Toyota Sienna, and on the right is the Transit Connect. You can see that the Transit Connect is, let's go over here, is a bit narrower than the Toyota Sienna. The Toyota Sienna, in comparison to the Honda Odyssey, looks comparable. So, Supriya,
yes.
What do you think?
I think it looks very cute. I like the look of it. It's very cute. It's smaller than a minivan, I've noticed. Put this in here. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty small though on the inside, like the part where we take all the seats out. It's cute. I like the look of it. It's very cute.
All right, so, oh yeah, that's cool how the doors open all the way. You know, one of the advantages to having these swinging doors is that you can build like a table that folds up off of there, or storage in there, depending on how you organize your layout. So having the doors is extra real estate.
Has a nice big dashboard in
How
here.
does it feel?
It feels pretty good. I can't say I feel like I love it though. Not loving it, but it feels okay. So
Does it?
We'll see.
How does it the seat feel? Does it feel firm or?
The seat's actually quite comfortable. It's cushiony. It feels cushiony and supportive. I like the back. Feels good on my back. Good support for sure.
And behind your head, how is that hitting the back of your head?
Yeah, it's nice. It's actually quite comfortable, the seat. Surprisingly very comfortable. That's good to know.
Okay, so the head, just discovered that the headrest is adjustable. It can tilt forward or backward to suit your comfort level, to suit your preferences.
I'm gonna check out the radio.
Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that, run that, this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down.
That's why I love dancing while I drive. Chair dancing. It is nice as touchscreen. I like that. It's easy when you're driving. You can fix it.
And you like the sound quality, huh?
Yeah, it has good sound quality. Check that out with the dancing music, so that works well.
Yeah, so let's take a look at get a sense of the interior here.
Yeah.
And all right, yeah, I do see how kind of your shoulder. If we were fitting you for a shirt, right?
Yeah.
Your shoulders are coming up right to the edge, really.
Yeah, they feel like they go past the chair.
Ah.
You know?
Yeah.
On either side.
Okay.
And, yeah, and it just feels very small, like in this area right here. I feel like I just have a little bit of space to sit in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these CJ was just telling us that these slots allow you to push items forward in the what is this called?
Storage
The
area.
overhead storage.
Overhead.
The overhead storage is about 1 foot deep and about 4 inches tall. So this is sonar, and it detects when you're getting close to an object so that it preps the airbags for deployment so that there isn't that little bit of delay that could cost lives.
Even though that's a tenth of a second, that's an eternity in an accident.
Right. So
Also, it can determine the speed of impact. So if you're going to hit something or a telephone pole at 30 miles per hour, it will deploy your airbag slowly. If it's going to be at impact of 50, 60 miles per hour, remember, other vehicles are not stationary. So you double the impact speed. So if you're doing 60 and the other car's doing 60, it's 120.
oh my gosh,
So
I never thought of
means
that.
the airbags will deploy twice as fast because it knows the close rate and the difference in the distance between the
That's
vehicle that's arriving.
incredible. So that's one of the advantages to having a modern vehicle.
Now,
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
okay.
So
instead of saying drive on your screen up front, it's going to say M1.
Yep, I see
This
that
is
here.
either has a 6 or an 8-speed automatic transmission. So on your shifter here, you can go plus or minus in the individual gears. Not four-wheel drive, but it will put all that force on those wheels in the lower gears. From like third gear and fourth gear, you're not stuck in fifth or sixth. So the way the torque works is in the higher gears it's forward motion, and the lower gears is putting force on those wheels.
But what about if you're going like up a steep hill that's like a dirt hill, like a mountainside, you know, versus
you gear it
snow?
down, and the great thing is you can shift between M and drive anytime you want.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Go
yeah,
out.
so you can just flip it.
Quite often in a winter during or rainstorms that are extremely slippery, I'll pop it into M and I'll tap down a couple of gears on the side of the shifter, and as soon as those puddles are gone, I'm back to driving it.
Now, what does the M stand for again?
Manual.
So what about how the size of the engine, and this being a 4-cylinder 2-liter, affecting the power going up the mountains?
Ford developed a technology in 2009 called EcoBoost. So we're now able to make much smaller engines with much more power and efficiency.
Oh.
So this hauling a bed, a mattress, fully stocked kitchen.
And that's the great thing about this transmission is because it has the manual mode, you can make adjustments to what you want.
Oh, okay. So if you're
and it will react.
So if you're going up a hill and you feel like it's struggling, you go into manual mode and you lower your gear, and it'll help it along.
Right. Same in the reverse coming downhill. You don't want to burn up all your brakes, so you put it in manual mode.
Yeah.
You down gear it to 5 or 4 and let it roll down the hill a little bit, and velocity will carry it. But again, a car like this is perfect because it'll carry anything in good weight and stick to the road.
And it's short enough where it's nimble.
Yes, it'll park anywhere.
Yeah,
and it's a nice feature.
And it'll do the curvy roads more easily too.
Yes.
Yeah, and the clearance. What's the clearance on it, CJ?
I don't have that in my head, but I want to say it's approximately 7 inches underneath.
I'm happy to be able to take this for a test drive so that I can get a real sense of how I feel in it and how it handles on the road and all that kind of stuff. You know, see how it feels and, yeah, go from there.
So we're driving, we're zooming right along. Supriya is a great long-distance national driver from way back, and so she knows exactly what to test for, and thinking in terms of 8-hour days, 10-hour days driving. It is hot. It's 86 degrees outside and climbing. It's supposed to get up to 92. So we're also testing out the AC. Right now, the cabin, how would you say the cabin feels right now?
I think it's comfortable. The AC is definitely working really well. We've tried it on some different speeds, higher and lower, and thankfully it's not too loud. This is how loud it gets when you go higher, which seems common for air conditioners, right? Like, they do get louder as you go higher on it. But the thing is that if you put the rear defrost on, it's super loud, I noticed.
Mm-hmm. So you want to be able to have conversations with your passenger, but also on the phone when you're talking as you're driving.
On the phone, and I like listening to music or podcasts while I'm driving.
So how does it feel to be driving on this particular road? We're going 46 miles an hour. How does it feel, Supriya?
It's good. I'm gonna try to get to some like hilly areas so I can see how it picks up speed. We're not really around any highways for me to see how it is on the highway.
That's the turn right there.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so we're gonna go there. So we're gonna turn off onto this road and
Side road here.
take it uphill. Yeah, so this is also a bumpy road, so we're gonna get a feel for that.
Dirt and bumpy. This is perfect. Get a good sense of how it is. Definitely feeling the bumps, that's for sure, right? It's like a little bit shaky and bumpy, but it does have really good pickup. Woo! We are coming on a one-way bridge, so good to slow down.
And remember that you can go into manual gear if you feel the
Test
need.
that out. Yeah, let's see what the manual is like. I get a sense of the feel for that on this dirt road. The difference between that and drive. Oh, there we go. I put it in M3 and woo! It is taking off. Yep, it goes a lot faster. So I would have to definitely get used to these different gears.
Has some zip.
Yeah, it's definitely got some great pickup. It just whipped right up the hill once I put it in M3. Really nice pickup. That is promising. And, you know, this nice big window, I mean, look at the view. You get this gorgeous view of the mountains everywhere. There's Monadnock, Mount Monadnock over there.
Isn't that the highest mountain in the region?
In this area, yep, it sure is. Alright, here we go. I like the sound. I feel like I'm driving a Corvette. Gotta love that.
Look at that. There's Monadnock.
This is beautiful. That's a great mountain for hiking. If you're a serious hiker, which I am not. I like the lower hiking. Alright, so we should definitely take it on the road and see how it turns around in the middle of the road, because I like banging U's. So I like to be able to, you know, wherever I am, if I realize I want to go the other way, just bang a Yui right in the middle of the road. I learned that from living in Toronto. When I lived there, Toronto, you're driving all over the city, and you realize, oh, I just missed my turn, or I wanted to go that way. People bang Uis everywhere in the city in Toronto. So I got good at that from living there. And, yeah, I've continued it. Bang a Yui wherever I go. Banging a Yui. Woo! Oh, that's handled quite nicely. That was a wide road, mind you, to bang a Yui on. But it did do a good job. You know what? One of the things that I look for in vehicles, which is really a small little thing that probably doesn't matter that much, but I am sensitive to sound, so I don't like the sound if they have loud blinkers. I know that's funny. Some people probably would never look for that. But listen to this blinker. It's so loud. Ready? It's like one of those highly annoying clocks that I also don't like. Yeah, tick, tick, tick when you put the blinker on. Oh yeah, this is kind of nice. It's got this little handle right here. So when you do bang a Yui and then you have to get back on the road, you can hold on right here. While you get up on the road. I like that.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a nice feature. Handle. If you're driving crazy, you can have a handle to hold on to. People that have driven both standard and automatic cars, they do say that they like the feel better of the standard, not only because you can switch gears so you have more control of that, but also even if you're just driving in one gear in a standard, they say that the ride feels smoother. So that's something good to keep in mind, because with this M5 I noticed it feels smoother just driving on flat land like this. It feels smoother than in D drive. So the thing is about this Transit Connect is I don't feel like, oh, I absolutely love this, like I have to have this vehicle. But I will say I like it more than I thought I would. So I'm definitely like enjoying driving around in it.
What do you like about driving around in it?
Well, those different gears, like, I mentioned the M gears, let's call them. And it has some nice pickup, which I enjoy. And just the windshield, I have to say, is quite a nice feature of having such an expansive view from the windshield. And then also it has this side window right here that helps open up the whole view, and that's on both sides. So instead of just looking at the road, I'm looking at like the entire view, even on the sides, like the peripheral view is good as well as the front. So I like that. And up high, like I can see the sky, which is great. So it just gives it an expansive view. I like the way this Odyssey has kind of a sporty look to it, even though I recognize that it's a minivan. But it has some nice curves and stuff on it. Like over here on the side, how it goes like that. It has a little curve. I like that. But I don't know, the back of it kind of looks like a hearse, so I don't really like that. I used to drive a hearse a long time ago. In 2000, when I lived in Toronto, for a very short time, I drove a hearse. And I was the first female in Toronto to ever drive a hearse. It was a good job, single mom, drive a hearse, They go hand in hand, for sure. Then after that, I moved from the hearse to the school bus. Yeah. All right, so are these seats in here? Or no, that are tucked down here?
Oh, absolutely, yep.
These are seats, and they're tucked down automatically. And look at all the cup holders back here. There's a ton of cup holders. I like that. Are these seats back here too?
Yes, they
Sienna?
are. They are, yes.
Or is that your last
It's
name?
Serena.
Serena.
Yes.
I called you the car name. Oh yeah, see how those fold out? So if you take those out, then you have all this extra storage space back here too, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
That's
of cargo
cool.
space down there.
Yeah.
And some folks opt to keep one seat in or both seats in. You could choose how many.
Yeah.
Or take them both out.
Take them both out, and then you have all that extra space for storage, right?
I've seen some build outs where someone keeps the smaller seat here.
Okay,
and then they can
yeah.
sit in it in the back whenever they want as a chair.
Extra
And
spot.
then they set their bed up going this way.
Nice.
So it just depends on what you need.
More space, like in the front here, there's like 4 cup holder spaces, plus a whole area to just put things in, like right here. Plus it's got this, which is quite large.
Right.
And lots of extra space
out as well, so it's optional.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you can have the safety as a solo female traveler, and even for couples to be able to get to
easily get in the back. Yeah, for sure.
Or the front. And the emergency brake is a foot brake.
Yeah, so it doesn't take up that space over here.
Exactly.
Yeah, so those are all good things.
All right, well, what we're noticing is that sitting inside, Supriya is noticing that she can't see the sky as well as she could in the Transit Connect. So we're checking out the angle of the front windows. And look at this, everybody. This is quite something. The Honda Odyssey's pitch on their front window is steeper than on the Transit Connect. So there's more visibility of the sky on the Transit Connect, which is surprising.
You are in for a treat. Supriya chose to skip the Odyssey because she found the seat just too uncomfortable and the windshield view wasn't as impressive as in the Ford Transit Connect. So stay tuned for a really fun Toyota Sienna test drive. Just click on the link. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments about your van search, or do you already have a van? Are you finding these test drives helpful? Remember, you can do it. Enjoy.